and welcome to Death Valley. I'm in the middle of Death Valley, soaking in a nice, cool spring pool. Dude, this is freaking unreal. Who's gonna believe this crap? How'd I end up soaking in spring water pools in Death Valley? Well, it sure wasn't the plan. I went to Death Valley with every intention of visiting tourist spots, maybe a dirt road or two. Next thing you know, I was there almost a week. It had its ups and downs, and I even questioned if the trip was worth it. If I had known that this road was going to be like this the entire way, I would have absolutely not come. In the end, I had no regrets. If you're new to the channel and wondering how a Virginia guy ended up in Death Valley, this short intro will fill you in. Toto, we ain't in Kansas anymore. And we're not in Virginia either. A friend of mine was in the final stages of getting things ready for retirement when suddenly, out of nowhere, he passed away without getting a chance to reap the rewards of his hard work. That was the seed that grew into the planning for this journey. I don't want to be in his shoes. So when adventure can't wait for retirement, it's time to hit the road, find a 2-track, and see where it takes me. Bouncing from one amazing area to another to inhale life and dive headfirst into the experience. A compass needle pointing west is my guide, and the journey is my destination. Now I haven't completely lost my mind. I work from home, and I've been able to transform my Jeep into a mobile office. I can shift gears from overlanding on the weekends into car camping mode for the weekdays to work my 9-to-5 job. It's time I quit squandering the gift of remote work and head out to see what new experiences the open road has to offer. Please join me on this 2.5-month-long quest from the sandy shores of Virginia to the rocky redwood coast of Northern California and back again. Let's get lost and find ourselves along the way. I hope you enjoy this No Regrets road trip series. Until next time, enjoy the ride. Well, we drove through the night and landed ourselves just outside of Death Valley. Hop in, let's go for a ride. It was hot as Hades here, and my plan was to check out the popular spots on my way through. It didn't end up that way, but it's always nice to have a plan, even if it does fall apart as soon as you enter the Welcome Center. The park rangers helped me come up with a route when I got my backcountry pass, and the first recommended spot was Badwater Basin. Now I can say I've been to the lowest place on earth. It's all uphill from here. "104 degrees is hot. Like walking on the salt flats. It's super hard packed. Almost like walking on, I guess, chalk. The extra 30 minutes it took me to get down here, absolutely worth it. Now, where to next? We're gonna check out Artist Palette. Shade. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, if you feel like going to the lowest point on earth, go in the morning. You get some nice shade. That will pay off dividends. Now, it is time for Artist Palette. Artist Drive. Well, gladiators are long, but they ain't over 25 feet, so I think it's okay for me to go here. It didn't take long till the itch started kicking in, and before I knew it, I found myself checking the map for places to get off the asphalt and on the roads less traveled. My God, this road has been miserable. And you know what? I don't think it's worth wasting daylight on. That's pretty cool though. I have no idea why there's a bunch of tea kettles here. Welcome to Tea Kettle Junction. The part where I decided the racetrack isn't worth it. This is probably the worst corrugated road that I've been on for like the last, 20 miles. And I thought I was almost at the racetrack. Yeah, welcome to reality. I'm getting the hell out of here. There's nothing that puts me in a worse mood than just painful corrugated roads. They're just freaking miserable. I'd like to see the racetrack. I mean, I'm sure it looks cool. To see rocks moving from the wind. But you know what? If I had known that this road was going to be like this the entire way, I would have absolutely not come. As it is, I've wasted daylight. I'll get to camp at night, trying to figure out where the heck I'm going. Welcome to life on the road, folks. I usually do a pretty good job of keeping a good attitude, but it is very hard to do on a corrugated road. I hate corrugated roads. They suck. Well, at least I aired down. That'll make things a little easier on the tires, because quite frankly, I have 20 miles of this road to go. Like, I'm not gonna go slow, because now I'm pissed because I just wasted 2 hours of my time. The one thing that I can't get back. Oh well. I'll catch y'all when I'm in a better mood. This is a nice view to wake up to. Here, let's get you a better view. There we go. Welcome to Eureka Dunes. Not a bad morning wake up. I'm gonna get some coffee in me. We're gonna hit the trails, explore Death Valley. Try not to burn up in the process. Out there in the distance is what's, according to the map, Saline Springs. So you know what? I'll go see if I can get up in there. It looks cool. Probably should have done a little bit more internet research, but you know, hey, I don't quite fly like that. Not as smart as you. Wow, so they used to harvest salt from here. I don't know. I mean, that looks pretty darn cool. Let's go see how close we can get to it. So I guess that's the tram system that they use to get the salt out of here. That's crazy. Alright, this is the end of driving. No motor vehicles beyond this point. I'm gonna go see what there is to see. It looks like it's actually a little bit wet. I don't know. I'll go see. Wow. The ground here is just crunchy. All right, it definitely feels like it's over 100 degrees out here. Yeah, just crunchy ground. Ooh, there's some people that didn't listen to the do not drive here. And there's what happened to them. That don't look fun to get out of. Yow. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Okay. Wow. So apparently right below this ground is slick mud. Wow. All right, well, let's see. Ooh, this ain't good. I gotta get to some high ground. And I'm just sinking in. Holy cow. Man, this is wild. I'm out here in the middle of a Death Valley, sinking in mud. Like, that's just insane. Don't drive out here. You see those signs that say stop? That's what you do. Because it is just nasty. Oh man. Oh, crap. I'm stuck in mud. All right, that's not pleasant at all. There's my mud tracks. We ain't going no farther in, because let me tell you, like, this mud is just gnarly. Just gnarly. And my feet are covered in it. Oh. Well, I was kind of looking forward to walking out on the, salt flats and all that stuff. But hey, there's a tourist spot to do that. So that will be a great spot for something like that to happen. I'm just going to try and get back here without sinking in the mud. Let's see, just kind of show you what's under here. I mean, that's just crazy. That's just salt crystals right there. It would be a lot cooler if my feet were not absolutely covered in mud right now, but oh well. I am dumb, so you don't have to be. Let's go see if we can get to the racetrack from this direction. I tried and failed yesterday, coming at it from the Furnace Creek Visitor Center side, which, I mean, I failed. Like, I quit. I was so pissed by the end of that highly corrugated, bumpy road that I didn't care if I got to the racetrack or not, and I knew I wouldn't enjoy it. But I feel better now, so we're gonna give her a shot. Attempt number 2 to get to the racetrack has failed. Because you know what? It's rocky from this direction too. I don't know. I've already driven through 6 miles of rock, another 10 miles of bumpy rock. Lost interest, especially since the racetrack is where you go to see some rocks. Which, yeah, I ain't about that. I am over rocks. Now it's time to turn tail, run, and get to camp. So number one thing on Death Valley, no, I'm not going to say it's hot. Like, if you don't know that, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to be the one to pop that surprise on you. Yes, it's hot, but that's not it. Death Valley is big. Holy crap. Like, you're going to go exploring back roads in Death Valley, better have plenty of 2 things. Well, actually 3 things. Gas, water, and time. I don't know 100%, but I think that little stand of trees right there might be where we're going. It's supposed to be something called Warm Springs. Well, hopefully these springs are pretty nice. I didn't do any research on the internet about them. I don't know. We'll see, but from talking with the ranger, I got the impression that you can actually get in there and soak, and that would sure be nice. I was camped by a lake last week, but it was ice cold, so other than getting my feet wet, that's about all I did. And I could use to get a little bit cleaner. That looks like a little palm tree oasis. That's got to be Warm Springs Campground. Now, it's a Monday. I wonder if I'll get this place all to myself. I mean, it is 103 degrees outside right now. I think I could make do. I don't know. Maybe there's people there. We shall see. That little palm tree area was pretty darn cool. But there were some people there. I didn't want to do any filming. You're going to have to go see it for yourself. That is a day use area, by the way. Now, there's supposed to be a campground up here, but I'm going to see if I can find that. That day use area is apparently privately maintained. They accept donations, and it had a really nice yard. This is pretty cool. The Palm Springs Campground. This area's got a good amount of camping, and even a vault toilet that's not far away. One thing I just could never get over was the feeling of being able to see the palm trees after being over miles and miles of desolate terrain. And this first pool here, it's called the Source Pool. It's basically the lifeblood for the ecosystem in this tiny oasis. It's basically 2 pools. The first pool, I think, is called Wizard Pool. Don't quote me on that. I didn't get the official tour. But it's nice. Big, open, and I mean, how often are you going to find this stuff in the middle of the desert? Amazing the work that people did to create these areas. Now the water flows out of the pools and into the palm trees. It's got a little path set up so it kind of meanders around. They do maintain these, drain them, and fill them back up after cleaning. And there's even a shower area tucked back there. Didn't get any footage of that, sorry. I'm wandering over here to the second pool. I believe this one's called the Volcano Pool. Similar design. There's a valve that lets water in from the source pool so you can adjust the temperature. This was actually my favorite pool and where I spent most of my time. My favorite thing about it, I thought it was kind of built up. The texture of the concrete was just really cool. And in the afternoon, you would get shade on the pool. Temperature in this one was usually kept pretty low. I mean, it'll depend on how the valves are set up when you're there. But, you know, whenever you're in 109 degree heat, I don't know, soaking in hot springs is kind of the last thing you want. So I was going for warm to cool. If you're going for a soak in these pools, especially if you're like me and you haven't been in a shower for a while, don't forget to take that shower first, because you don't want to use these pools as your private bathtub. These are shared. I was gonna head east and start making my way home a little bit more. It's over 100 degrees out here, and you know what? I don't care. Like, I just gotta stay here for the work week. I mean, this is too crazy. Plus, my Starlink actually reaches. Let's see. So there's where I'm camped, right over there. And I still get Starlink signal. So, yeah, now it's time to call on my friends and gloat, because I'm in the middle of Death Valley, soaking in a nice, cool spring pool. Dude, this is freaking unreal. If you go overlanding in Death Valley, just come here. Like, it's just too surreal. Like, who's gonna believe this crap? All right, I'm gonna sit back and relax. That makes those rocky roads just melt away. So in the beginning, I had this place all to myself. Well, I did have some friends that helped keep me company. But something you should know about this place, it's clothing optional. So when people came, I didn't do much filming. And just so you know, in these videos, I got my pants on. I had a meeting the next day, so I packed up camp, went and visited some natural hot springs that are not far from the area, and then, as night drew in, I discovered Steel Pass. Man, it was a lot rougher than I thought. How'd things turn out after that? Well, you'll have to check that out in the next video in the series. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, enjoy the ride.